Now, who do you think you are? Genealogy and family history is, to many people, an important part of understanding where they come from. Today, descendants of the Garifuna people of Central America visited Portchester Castle near Fareham. They were retracing the footsteps of their ancestors, prisoners of war held at the castle after being captured in the Caribbean during the French Revolution. James Ingham has more.
Drumming echoing through the arched entrance to Portchester Castle. These Garifuna people are retreading steps made by their ancestors. In 1796, as war raged in the Caribbean between Britain and France, they were exiled from their home in St Vincent, and Garifuna soldiers fighting for the French were captured and brought here.
And that's what we hear, to feel that spirit, to also probably reconnect with our ancestors somehow, since we were not able to do it in St Vincent, so we also try to come after their spirit here.
The Garifuna are renowned for their music and dance, an important part of their culture that they've worked hard to keep alive.
And this was a little piece of what we call punta, one of our traditional dance. I have to say that I'm one of the most proud Garifuna men on this earth.
And how do you feel coming to the UK and coming to Portchester Castle?
It's a lot of emotions, yes.
The visitors were shown inside the castle, seeing little details like hooks where prisoners' hammocks would have been slung. Clearly a moving experience.
This is very emotional for me, especially right now when I stepped in here and I can just think about our ancestors, our brothers and sisters.
I feel some spirits, you know, and you see my arm, it's like, oh my gosh, they are here, they protect us.
This imposing Norman keep is where many of the thousands of Caribbean prisoners of war were held. Portchester Castle's strategic position made this an ideal prison. After weeks at sea, the prisoners would have been brought in by ship and they'd have moored just by the castle's walls before being herded inside, registered and processed.
These are copies of some of the entry registers, yes. So you can see the general here, Marin Pedre, who was effectively one of the leader of the Garifuna soldiers.
Historians at the University of Warwick have explored the prisoners' stories.
While they were here, the rest of the Garifuna people were forced out of their homeland and then began their diasporic journey around Central America. So really the prisoners of war here are the last generation of St Vincent heroes.
This is another important part of the Garifuna's long struggle, which continues to this day as they fight to protect their land and language. Their spontaneous song as they toured the castle, reflecting their pride in their culture. James Ingham, BBC South Today, Portchester Castle.
An emotional